we got ourselves a fresh new console, and it is the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, I heard a lot of things about it, but before I even get to that, I'm gonna check out the trailer for myself first. All right, look, the last Nintendo console I ever had was like the Wii, so I didn't even have the Nintendo Switch one. I was about to get it, but this came out, so I'm excited to see what we're getting into. Of course, it's gonna look, you know, I guess futuristic. Looking more like a PS Vita nowadays.
The Nintendo Switch 2 system can adapt
if y'all remember that, you
situation,
OG, but
however you like to play.
Let's see what he's saying.
In TV mode, use the dock to play on a bigger screen. In tabletop mode, place your system however you like using the stand, and share a controller with a friend.
Okay,
in handheld mode, play anywhere you go.
All right, it got a whole iPad, tablet, video game, PlayStation 5, and then also, I guess, a DS. DS version, PSVR. It's looking good so far. I mean, I know that price is gonna be crazy.
You can enjoy playing whenever and wherever
like
you
a lot
want.
of consoles in one.
All together, anytime, anywhere. Let's take a look at some features of Nintendo Switch 2 and how it's improved from the Nintendo Switch system.
Yeah, I feel like the last one could do this too or something. I think so.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo
Switch.
Switch.
Like bigger, I guess.
The system's thickness
Come
remains
on,
the
now
same.
you gotta, give me something more than that.
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch,
I ain't gonna understand all this.
In greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Better HD quality, I guess. Bet.
The screen supports
120
up to
FPS,
120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
Alright. Main thing is the games, man. I know the games are going to be higher.
The LCD screen is more vivid.
PlayStation 5 games keep getting higher and higher. I can only imagine this.
Between light and dark areas of the images.
Better coloring, better all that. Okay.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system.
How you take it off?
Detach a controller easily by pressing the release button.
I'm just gotta watch, Jeremiah. Alright.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control.
I don't know what that does, but
Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
dub, I guess. Larger controller stick.
The left and right sticks are now larger.
I mean, the content for this is going to be crazy. It's going to be
each Joy-Con 2
sky's the
controller
limit, you know,
can be used
and fun,
as a
but
mouse, opening up even more ways to play.
because gaming has
in
fallen off a
compatible
little
games.
bit, for me at least, you know, so hopefully Nintendo Switch 2 can kind of bring it back.
Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls, so you can also play certain games using two mice.
Like, will it bring back the Wii stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like the motion movement Wii, like whatever you do, your guy does, you know?
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in
like Wii
speakers
Sports
are
or something, give
and
me
more
something.
natural in handheld
Mario and
tabletop
Sonic
modes.
London game or Olympic games, like kind of fell off a little
built-in
bit.
microphone, so you can voice chat
something.
with friends anytime via game chat.
Alright,
It also
PlayStation 5
uses
did that.
noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
Okay, that's alright. That worked.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system,
Just don't have that sensor
games
annoying,
can be enjoyed
man.
with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
I mean, that's good to have. You gotta have some type of details. Me, it's whatever. Yo, I really thought that was something beside me, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I really thought that was something right there. I was like,
Place
what?
your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand.
I mean, how does that gonna
You
work?
can move it freely.
Though, is this all coming in one packet, or can it like expand into all these stuff like a tablet, Connect game console? Like that's what's interesting to me. Is like
this.
You getting 3 different things in one set, or it's like one gaming console and it can like change
on the
into
bottom of the
different,
system. There's one on
like
top
a tablet
as well.
and stuff like that, you know.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera.
You get a camera.
Or charging in tabletop mode.
I do realize you probably have to charge this if it's like portable. More storage, that's gonna be every console.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of
yeah.
internal storage.
Just show that
8
price already. I
times
know
that
it's
of
going.
Nintendo Switch.
That's gonna be
for
a lot.
storing your
Show the
game
price.
downloads, save data, and more.
I know it's gonna be a lot.
Reading and writing data is also faster.
New dock 4K
Use
support.
the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV
dang,
and
bro.
enable up to 4K resolution.
Get a
for
whole
compatible
VR
games.
system.
HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Music's nice and chill.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool.
Alright, you know you
This
always
helps
need
keep
those.
performance stable.
No overheated stuff. They might got a technically advanced that, you know. It's like a little fan inside. Like the fan of PlayStation
On
be going
Nintendo
crazy.
Switch
You can
2,
hear that thing.
You can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical
Okay,
and
that
digital
works.
games are supported.
That's cool. Alright. Kinda like, you know, how consoles should be and do. So old Nintendo games don't go to waste, you know. You ain't wasting too much on it. Alright, it's around the corner this summer. Alright, bet. Alright, for what I've seen, I mean, all the stuff that's added, now y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, because I never had a Nintendo Switch 1, but that looks like it's all dub stuff added to at least the console itself. Now, the games, I looked it up and I seen that, yes, it is a lot. $80. Now, I know I wouldn't be that surprised about it because I know every new console, the prices of games just go up. Like PlayStation been going up, I think Xbox and all that stuff. So it's kind of not that much of a surprise, but $80 is a lot for a few games. Like I heard Mario Kart World, that's a pretty peak game that's coming out with Nintendo Switch 2, but it's a lot of money. I got to pay $500 something for the console, I believe, and then I got on top of that like $80 for a game. And I think Donkey Kong 2, like a new Donkey Kong game I seen, is also $80. That's a lot of money. At least I give you the where you can play your old games on Nintendo Switch 1 on the 2, but people want to try the new Mario Kart World, like the way the VR or the open world be, like that seems interesting and cool to do. It's like a new spin on Mario Kart. So let me know down in the comments below, is the Nintendo Switch 2 really a step up from the Nintendo Switch 1? And is it the best console in a minute? How you feel about the prices? And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you later on the next. Peace.